So folks, I think it's time to hear from Canada's Mr. Enthusiasm. Please help me welcome Mr. Brian Lee.
Wow. Well, thanks, Pat and Susan. I have to say, when I look out at this audience today, I'm overwhelmed by, I'm just thrilled with people that are here tonight. So, you know, I got to ask, Brian, how did you get started doing this? And I love telling the story. Just by chance, I was invited to give a motivational talk to a small group of insurance people in Winnipeg. And I was participating in a 24-hour marathon in Edmonton, ran all weekend, flew to Winnipeg, stayed up all night, and I had saved a file of positive ideas. And I spent the whole night preparing. So if you want to know what we speakers do the night before, is we try to figure out what to say. And I got up and I gave this motivational talk for 2.5 hours to 20 insurance and salespeople, and they liked it. And I went back to my hotel and went, yes, yes, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. Now, at the time, I was a member of the legislature, and I have to admit, I fell out of love with politics and I had this new mistress, and it was called public speaking. And I absolutely loved it. And, you know, if you ask me what my mission was, I thought my mission in life at the time was to make a difference in politics, helping people. And I did a shift and I realized that my mission in life is assisting people to realize and live their potential. And so speaking, what a wonderful opportunity to touch people's lives with positive ideas all at once. Now, I've been a member of JC's for many years. I'm a senator, Junior Chamber of Commerce, and they have as part of their creed, service to humanity is the best work of life. And I truly believe that when you're in service to others, life is fantastic. You don't worry about yourself when you are helping other people. And that's the wonderful part of being a professional speaker. Now, I like to quote Confucius, and I remember speaking in Hong Kong, I quoted Confucius, and everybody leaned forward. Confucius said, love what you do, and you'll never work another day of your life. And so many of you know I was in politics, I didn't work then. And for the past 25 years, I've been doing what I love to do, which is to speak. Now, 25 years have flown by. And you know what I love about this? I love speaking, I love writing, I love selling. I'm not crazy about the air travel, but that goes with the territory. So I get to do every day what I love to do, and occasionally I get paid for it. Hence our creed, we make a difference in the lives of people who make a difference in the lives of people. And that's really the privilege of the platform. And while what we teach are leadership skills and service excellence skills, I really think that our real message is hope. Because if you look at the healthcare professionals today, they're exhausted, they're burned out, they're overwhelmed. They got into healthcare because they wanted to help and make a difference, and they're having a difficult time. And we were working at one hospital in Oklahoma, and I got to know Tammy, and Tammy was part of our frontline train-the-trainer program. And she had a patient that was in for a double mastectomy. Her husband had just left her, and her father had just died. And Tammy was part of our training program, and on her own, she cared for this lady, and when this lady was discharged, she wrote her a personal letter. And I met Tammy at our conference last year, and she told me a story that she happened to be going to an outpatient surgery center to work a few weeks later, and as she was going in, the patient was coming out, and she said, Tammy, you may not remember me, but that letter kept me going. It saved me. Everything in my life was headed the wrong way, and you cared for me, and you loved me, and you're compassionate. And when I hear stories like that, I'm just blown away, because we now get to work in that field and help people. Hope is not our product, but I think it really is. So I think healthcare needs us, and we need healthcare. And you know, I never set out when I was in school. In fact, there's two things I was not going to do. I was not going to be a teacher, and I was not going to have anything to do with healthcare. So I think partly we choose careers, but careers choose us. And I think for everybody, the ultimate is to be able to work in something that you're passionate about, you know you make a difference, and by the way, it can be rewarding. So if I have to add up the success. And I got to say, I am so proud of our team and what we've been able to do. The reason for our success is people. Now, many of you have met our people. At every table here, there's either someone who works with us or someone who used to work with us or is part of our family. And they're going to, if you have any questions, they'll tell you about us. But I've been blessed with wonderful people. And we don't have a soul involved with us that is not part of our creed. We make a difference in the lives of people who make a difference in the lives of people. And I think that is so important. Now, I have to say this is not a planned career, as I told you. Now, I want to say this. We have people from all over Canada and the United States that are here tonight, but basically most people here are from Calgary. And people say, well, what about the Canadian healthcare system? How do we get good service in a system that is not driven by competition? And Stephen Covey, one of my heroes, said, don't let the things you can't control interfere with the things you can. You cannot control the problem with budgets and the recession. You cannot control the problem with a 16-hour wait list to get into an emergency department at Foothills. And I know a lot about that because I spent hours and hours and hours with my mother, Margot, in that hallway. You can't control the challenges that happen clinically with an aging population and great acuity. But what you can control is how you interact with the people that care for you. And I don't care if you're writing a check or not, because we don't do that in Canada. You are entitled as a customer, as a patient, to compassionate, caring, loving service from everybody that you deal with. Because that's our mission, making sure that people who deal with you get that kind of care. So I want to say, never forget that you are customers and you are entitled to great care. The fact that we pay for this care through our taxes has nothing to do with we are all entitled to world-class patient satisfaction. So, I see some of you are getting hungry. I noticed a few of you are gnawing on your nails. So I want to just close by saying, why did we choose the theme Blue Skies as our theme for the 25th anniversary? Listen to the lyrics of the song Blue Skies. Skies were gray, but they're not gray anymore. Never saw the sun shining so bright. Never saw things going so right. Blue days, all of them gone. Nothing but blue skies from now on. Ladies and gentlemen, for the past 25 years, every day of my life has been saying it's all about our attitude and how we approach life and how we deal with the challenges that come before us. We cannot control things that we can't control, but we can sure bring a positive attitude to our lives, and I hope that's one of the messages we bring here tonight. Now, I would like to say that I'd like to think that after a quarter of a century, this is an opportunity to reinvent ourselves. And so we decided as part of this celebration, and there's many announcements we're going to make tonight, to replace our old logo, which we have had thanks to Leo Peters, and Leo's here now. Where's Leo sitting? Yay, Leo. Thanks very much, Leo. 25 years ago, Leo designed this logo for us. But we have a new logo. Ladies and gentlemen, drum roll, please. You gotta love having a band, huh? Ladies and gentlemen, our new logo, Custom Learning Systems, Engage, Empower, Transform. Thank you. And by the way, you know, we've had this building for 10 years and we never had a sign on it. So yesterday we erected a sign, Custom Learning Systems, at our head office in Calgary and Kensington. Yay! So I would like to give special acknowledgement to our graphic design guru, Sue Krawczyk. Sue, please stand. Where's Sue? Yay, Sue. Now, I want to wish you all a blue sky night and year and lifetime. It's just great to be able to have friends and clients and vendors and relationships here together. So I want to close by quoting the words of that famous party philosopher, Margot Lee, who once said, "Party on.